Good night.
How's it going, you sexy beasts? My name's Dexter. We are back. And that's not the only thing that's back. Paladins is back, baby. Let's talk about Cards Unbound. Cards Unbound is gone. This is Cards Rebound now. Because Cards Unbound is completely getting lost. They're getting rid of it. So, High-Res Chris, who is now the lead producer of Paladins. He was the lead producer of Smite. Came over to Paladins, and I don't know if he just saw, like, holy shit, you guys are completely screwing this game up or what, but in a matter of 2 days came over, completely changed everything that needed to be changed in Paladins, and is now our god and savior, Chris. Anyways, he released a patch note, basically, after the patch notes, saying like what is going to happen, what's changing, and all this stuff in the future for Paladins. So I'm pretty much just going to be quoting what he says. So starting off, like I said, Cards Unbound, he says, let's start first with the elephant in the room, Cards Unbound. The Cards Unbound system introduced in OB64 has actually been successfully increasing our overall player engagement and our new user conversion, while at the same time helping increase our revenue per player. Basically, they're saying, like, you know, this made people play longer, it got them more money. It seemed like a good system. But he later addresses, however, we are not blind. The blatant not happy people in the Reddit and obviously normal Paladins, like, people aren't happy with OB64. So they're saying now legendary cards will now be called talents. Talents will only have a single level, so you will not have the 4-tier legendaries like you had before. Talents will be unlocked for free by earning XP and gaining champion levels, for example, level 1, 5, 10, and 15. Meaning, you could be a level 10 Cassie and not have all the legendary cards. You need to unlock, let's say, Just Breathe at level 15. Which, I feel like that's okay, you know? Like, it takes some time to get to level 15, but, you know, it's enough that, like, someone can grind it out in a weekend, and it's not unbearably long. But I enjoy this. I enjoy this a lot. Next, he says all champion cards will now be free, no cost or grind, meaning you get all your champion cards right off the bat, which is perfect. I like that. Deck recreation will return to a point system where players can distribute 15 points across the 5 cards that they select in their loadout, going back basically to the old system where you had a 15-point system and you put whatever number points into certain cards as you picked, which is perfect. I absolutely loved that, and I'm glad that they're bringing it back. Talents and decks will continue to be chosen at match starts. New talents will be added over time and given further variety play styles. So meaning there's going to be more than 4 technically legendaries or / talents later on in the game. So you could basically, they're trying to open up for way more options, which I'm totally down for. Champion masteries will no longer be capped at level 25. Instead, will work similar to player account leveling, which has no cap. So I don't know if they're going to change the amount of XP you need for champion levels, because they need to kind of give you more incentive after level 20 to play that champion, because I know a lot of people will get to a champion to level 20 and then not really want to play them after, because, you know, you got the title and then all you get after level 20 is like radiant chests, which I don't think so. I think they should have a huge incentive for reaching level 25, or be like the same with your account level and make it not super high, but like 1,000,000 XP you need to gain per level. Anyways, so that's something I think they should change. I don't think, because right now I think it's like 27 million XP you need to go from like 24 to 25. Like, it's a ridiculous amount of XP you need. Anyways, card chests will be removed from the game, obviously, because you will not have to level up your cards anymore. And we are evaluating the best options for compensating players for their previous earned cards and hope to share details sooner. Meaning they're probably just going to pay you back. I don't know how much, but basically a certain fee per chest. I don't know if it's going to be like 1,000 gold per chest that you opened while OB64 has been out, something like that, along those lines. But I don't think some people have asked me, like, are they going to give you like gems or what are they going to do? No, I don't think they're going to give you gems or anything like that, but I'm curious on what they will give you. I'm basically thinking they're just going to give you a refund of your gold. Whatever, how many chests you bought or opened, that's basically, they're going to put a gold value per chest, I'm assuming. So that is Cards Unbound. It's going back to the old system, introducing talents now. I'm absolutely thrilled for this. But that is not all that he's talked about. He's talked about way more. So the next big thing is Battlegrounds. So Battlegrounds came out yesterday, and so I guess they're not happy with what happens, but so I quote, this is him saying, after seeing the results of our recent external testing and some insight internal testing of additional changes to the mode, we've decided to make a few big changes in regards to Battlegrounds. We are going to remove the alpha version from Battlegrounds from the core Paladins game effective tomorrow. So basically they're getting rid of Battlegrounds tomorrow. So you guys have till tomorrow to play Battlegrounds. But just wait, they're not completely getting rid of it. Over the next few weeks, we're going to make a number of aggressive changes to the mode that, based on internal tests, we think will make it considerable more enjoyable and fun. Our code name for these changes inside the studio has been YOLO. So like I said, they're going to get rid of Battlegrounds, and he goes on to say, when we re-release the mode, it will be in a separate game client under a different name. The mode will have the current map on some of the elements from Paladins, as well as some significant changes, but it will be relaunched as a new game. Basically, they're making a new IP under Battlegrounds. And then he later on states the reason they're doing this is because it's very, very hard to balance two of these big game modes. Like you basically have two big competing game modes in the exact same game, and it's so hard to balance it, so that they had to make this Battlegrounds mode a separate game so that they could focus on balances and changes for Battlegrounds alone, and balances and changes for Siege in that, and competitive alone, which I think this is a super smart move. You know, I'm not mad at them for doing this at all. I personally really enjoy the Battlegrounds mode, and I probably will pick up Battlegrounds the game or whatever when it comes out. And yeah, I'm very happy that they're actually listening to us and doing, you know, what we think that should be done. And he later on goes on to say like what the future of Paladins will be. So listening to our concerns and being as transparent as possible in addressing these concerns, releasing high quality updates, ensuring that we listen to both PC and console players equally, improving our art quality of our game, adding fun content, exploration events like Smite has done for years, continuing to improve and position Paladins as a world-class shooter experience, and never losing focus on what makes the game great. And like I said, I absolutely think he's right. Like, this Chris guy is a god, coming in 2 days, completely smacking Hi-Rez Martini in the face. Not saying Hi-Rez Martini completely made all these bad changes. I've kind of heard mixed things saying, you know, some developers, or most developers, were actually really against OB64, and they didn't want to put it out, but obviously hire people up. I don't know the details, but it had to slip through or something. But anyways, yeah, no, this Hi-Rez Chris guy, like, I think he's really good for Paladins, and he's gonna make the game really, really great, and probably even better than it is, if he's coming in 2 days and changing these things completely. So anyways, guys, that's my little rant about OP. They said this is going to be in the next couple major patches, so they said they're going to try to have PTS for this up in the next like week or two. So assume OB67 and 68 maybe, that all these changes are implemented. But for sure, Battlegrounds is leaving tomorrow. If, like I said, if you haven't tried it yet, go try it. It's a thrill. It's still in alpha mode. There is a few little bugs in it, but it's actually very, very enjoyable. But anyways, guys, like I said, that's my little rant for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like it down below. Hope you have a great, fantastic weekend, guys. Stay awesome.